What's going on YouTube? Rob A here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Mega Bloks Call of Duty NUKETOWN. Now, this is a strange set to me, because as I've stated many times, I've not really played through the Call of Duty sets. I can totally get why this is, you know, a set. I'm sure, you know, there's a level where you had to go through, you know, one of the fake towns, you know, blah, 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 blah. It happens in a lot of games. I remember it from Fallout and things like that. But it's just weird to buy a Call of Duty set that's like this really bright, shiny blue and white house with a little picket fence. It's just an odd experience. That's all. But it's very cool, and you know, it's the first house we've gotten that's actually in scale with these Call of Duty micro action figures, so I couldn't pass it up. And it looks like a lot of fun. You get two micro action figures here. You get two little you know, blow up dolls. Two human dolls to be blown up. Do you get, yeah, okay, does that make sense? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so you get that going on. That's pretty awesome. You get the little house, the popped out windows. You get the Welcome to NUKETOWN sign. I hope that's printed, and I hope it's awesome. And it looks like you also get a little countdown timer to destruction, so that's pretty neat. On the back, we can take a look, and it shows a little more about the set. Mostly that there's really nothing inside the house. I was hoping that there might actually be a refrigerator in there for possibly obvious reasons, but and this looks like it may have a breakaway bit, like a breakaway awning or something like that. I don't really know. I'll have to get it actually open together to find out. But you can get some cool accessories, you get a street sign, and yeah, looks like a lot of fun. So I'm just going to go ahead, get this open, put together, and we will check it out in just a moment. Alright guys, so here we have NUKETOWN ready to go, and as we always do, we're going to take a look at the micro action figures first. And so we'll start off with this guy right here. You get yourself a sniper. Yep, there we go. Let me get the gun out of the way for the moment. Come on. There we go, sniper guy. Pretty standard fare at this point. I mean, he's cool, don't get me wrong, but you know, nothing drastically new going on here. He does have the little shirt piece rather than the belt, which is not new, but a bit uncommon. And he, of course, has all the articulation you've come to know and love from these guys. Very nicely painted head. It's hard to tell with the light here, but he's got a lot of different colors. He's got a dark green, like a mottled green, and then shinier black and gray bits, or not black, but dark gray, and then silver bits on the face. He's got some accessories. He's got a little knife, and of course the little jacket. So very cool. You get one of those guys, as well as a black sniper rifle. So very cool. And just like all the other weapons, you can take it apart however you like. Just slide the pieces off, you know, the front and all this other stuff like that, and stock as well. So very cool. You get one of those. You also get this guy back here. Very nice little dude right here. Very snake eyesy. He's got similar styled head with the closed face mask, but he still has the same kind of goggles and little headset that this dude has. And he's got some more accessories as well, little grenades and pouches and things like that. But he's sporting blue trousers and a dark brown shirt, and he's got one of these little rifles going on here. Same spiel, you can take all the pieces off, so very nice. You get one of those as well. And that's it for the micro action figures. You only get two in this set. It's a little bit strange for a set of this price point, but not terrible, not bad. Now this is a I guess a model house, you would call it. used for weapons testing, bombing, and all that sort of thing. So you do get these adorable little peeps, these little people, mannequins rather. They'd be the stand-ins to kind of judge the damage capacity of any given weapons. And they're adorable. They're just stuck in these positions. They don't move. But they're cute. They're very basic. And I think they work for what they are. So you get those guys. You get this little mailbox with Mason printed across 2 pieces on here. So very nicely done. I love that all of these pieces are printed, with 1 or 2 exceptions. We'll get into that in just a moment. But you do get this little mailbox, and that's cute. Put that right off to the side. Moving right along, you get one of these little barbed wire fence guys, these little barriers that we've seen in other sets, but I always like them. They're very stretchy. So you get that little white picket fence, just brick built, just like so. Pretty basic, very simple, but it works. Again, it works. I like it. You get a little street sign. The corners of Latchkey and Trinity. So that's, I'm sure that bears some sort of significance to the game. And you do get those. Those are printed as well. And these nice little kind of metal flake green tiles. So that's very nice. You do get that. But the cool parts, the coolest parts I should say, are this guy right here, the NUKETOWN sign itself. Now this is a little piece of cardboard here, the NUKETOWN, and this little bit down here. They are separate pieces held on by these little bricks. You get the fallout shelter brick, which is a printed tile. This little blue thing that I don't know, I honestly don't know what that is, but it is a printed tile. And of course the population 2, which is also a tile. Now this is one tile with the 2 numbers both printed on it. I thought it would have been cool if they had included maybe a couple of different little number tiles so you could change the population to your liking, but that's all right. Either way, it's a nice little sign. I think it looks really snazzy in person. You get these little bulbs at the top here, nice little decorative pieces in this kind of marbled color. So I think it works out really nicely. And yeah, very cool. Welcome to Nuketown. Next up, you get the Doomsday Clock Tower. And let me move this thing out of the way. And this thing is the biggest pain to build because you've got all of these little pieces in here, the little pipe bits, and they all have to go together, and it is very time consuming to put all these together. And the worst part is, you can see my tower is a little bit lopsided, and that's because they just don't, you have to use a lot of force to get some of these pipes onto one another, and they don't always go on fully, so you do get a little bit of a kind of cockeyed, crooked tower here. I may take it apart at some point and really force these bits together, but I don't want to do, I don't want to use too much force and break something, because that would be a bummer. You do get a ton of these pieces as extras in the set, so there is that. Maybe they kind of anticipated, loss or breakage there. But either way, the result is really cool. I really like the design, and there's even some extra pegs along here, so you can have your guys climb up on the tower. These are all separate printed bricks. This uses a ton of individual bricks to kind of create this image here, and you get these little clock hand pieces as well, so you can kind of move it around however suits you. So really cool. So the countdown clock there. Now, probably the weakest part of the set, which is okay, it's still not bad, but that's the house itself. So you do get this little house, and it's really just a facade of a home. You can see did a very nice job kind of emulating shutters and things like that. With the kind of tiles that we're used to seeing, the little ridgy tiles that they use in all of these sets to some capacity. You can take the roof off. There's not really any point to it because there's complete open access at the back. There's really nothing that the roof is hiding. But first of all, I love this color. Like the color of these bricks, just it's just a happy color, and it's really cute, and I think works very well for the feel overall of the set. So I think that's really cool what they did there. The inside, there's really nothing going on here. You can see the windows are all busted out. They have little bits of clear to kind of emulate broken glass, and that have your guys, you know, maybe shimmy up the drain pipe and go in there and climb in the windows or climb out the, escape from the house before the bomb goes off, whatever. They also have, a lot of little extra bits too. Like I think this piece is supposed to kind of break away, or at least that's what it shows on the package. I think that's what they were showing, but so lots of nice, like a little lattice bit going all the way across and down over the front door, which is there. Really nice work with the bricks under here. And I love this deck, or the I guess it'd be kind of a deck, just the way they use the pipes for the railings. I think that's really clever, and it looks really nice. You got the flat tiles for the wood, and yeah, I mean, there's really not much to the house itself, which is kind of a bummer. You have all these cool accessory pieces, and then the house itself is just kind of like, all right, well, it's there. I mean, I love the color on it. I like the design on it. I just wish there was more to it, especially for the price point of this set. I do wish there was a little bit more to this house. Like maybe have, a flushed out floor, or, actual floor here with some accessories, like, household items. But that's okay. I mean, it's certainly not a deal breaker. I like the set overall. I think it's a really nice, a fun little set to mess around with. And, yeah, I really love the accessory pieces that you get with this. The big clock and the NUKETOWN sign. I think those are all really cool. So, yeah. So, that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always. I've got more Mega Bloks coming up, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, thanks again. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.